Monday, December 17th. A lot of good options on this 8-game slate. Who do you pay up for? Y'all know I'm not fading Westbrook. I'm about to give you the rest of my picks. Coming right now. Yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. We got a nice 8-game slate. I want to go ahead and get you some of my top plays. I know I'm running a little bit behind, so I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet, giving you my top plays to get to the green line on tonight's beautiful slate. I want to start off by saying there's a lot of great plays, man. There's no way, excuse me, I'm drinking some IPAs right now, so excuse me. There's a lot of great plays. No way I could cover every single good play, man. So I want to focus in on the guys that I really like. And I got to start off, man. We know it's a special slate because OKC is playing, which means I will have Westbrook. We don't fade Westbrook, so I'm going to go ahead and throw him in to my lineup, man. I think Westbrook will be super low on tonight, and I can guarantee you this, man. Westbrook will score more than 13 points. I know he's been struggling. Last game was an outlier because he had 6 steals. You don't see that, man. That's a shit ton of steals. You typically don't see that, but I'm comfortable with Westbrook getting a triple-double, scoring into the 20s, and I think he has an excellent game, man. So I want to go ahead and lock him in. I know a lot of people will be scared off. They think Chicago's terrible, which they're not a good team, man. But we cannot predict blowouts. I tell people that all the time, man. Every single person I talk to, whenever they bring up the potential blowout, I say, stop it. Stop it. We cannot predict blowouts, man. Just like people didn't play LaMarcus Aldridge the other day when they played Chicago because of the blowout. They didn't play Chris Dunn. They didn't play anybody from that game because we have this preconceived notion that we can predict blowouts. In actuality, we cannot, man. Now, every once in a while, if you're predicting blowouts every single night, you'll get some of them right, man. It's just a numbers game. But for the most part, we cannot predict blowouts. That is the number one rule in any sport you play. Don't overlook your next game, man. Don't overlook an opponent. You cannot predict blowouts. So now that I'm over with that rant, I'm about to hop into my top plays. Now, last video I said I will be playing Chris Dunn every single night until he's in the 7Ks. But I lied, man, because I'm not playing him tonight. I found somebody who is the same exact price, and his name is going to be Mr. Derrick Rose, man. Oh, Derrick Rose is actually $100 more expensive. But, you know, we can find $100. I like Derrick Rose, man. Jeff Teague is questionable. I like this matchup a tad bit better than the OKC and Chicago matchup. Derrick Rose should ball, even if he's coming off the bench. I actually hope Jeff Teague plays so I can get D-Rose at a lower ownership percentage. He's been playing at least 25 minutes per night. I think last time he played Sacramento, he did not reach... Yeah, he didn't reach 25 minutes that game. But you see a trend, man. We know he's going to get the minutes. He's been balling. I love Derrick Rose tonight. Not much to be said about that. Now, I will say if Jeff Teague is out, we can definitely look at Tyus Jones, man. He's been playing around 16 to 17 minutes a night anyway with a healthy Jeff Teague. So if he's out the picture, he could definitely reach the 25-minute mark. But I love Derrick Rose in this spot going up against Sacramento. Now, at shooting guard, I got a guy who's 63 or 6,200. I think he's too cheap, man. Chris Middleton, boom, bop. We're going to plug him in, man. We know he's the second highest scorer on this team. Pretty high usage rate, and he is simply too cheap. And one of the highest scoring games on the slate, I want to go ahead and plug him in. I had to get him. It was between him and Chris Dunn for me, but you know, Chris Dunn with the potential foul trouble, although I know we can't predict foul trouble unless it's Jared Jackson Jr. or Who's another guy that's super foul happy? I would say Carter Jr. Like these guys, they foul, but you get that when they switch. But Chris Dunn is an aggressive defender. He goes for steals all the time. That's why he finds himself in foul trouble. And with that being said, man, I just want to go with Chris Middleton. I think he's a bit more safe. I know he will get us 30 points at the minimum, man. That's a floor, 30-point floor. I feel very comfortable with that floor. Another guy at this position that I really like, that's super cheap, man, is going to be Reggie Bullock. Same game. He's taking almost 10 3-point shot attempts a game. That's just threes, man. And he's super cheap. I think he could definitely crush his value tonight. Moving on to small forward. My small forward play will be pretty chalky. At least I hope so, man. If you guys do not play Nomni Bjelica, you are bugging, man. You are bugging. He's super cheap. We know no Marvin Bagley. The only reason this guy had his minutes decrease is because Marvin Bagley, the GM, said he wants to get Bagley more minutes, and Bjelica had to take a hit for that. But this guy is a boss, man. He gets blocks. He's gonna get us a double-double, and he can score with the best of them. I like this matchup, man. I had to get a couple options out of this matchup, so I want to go ahead and plug him in. Moving on to power forward, I told you I like this Chicago and OKC game. Larry Marketing is a beautiful play, phenomenal. I think he's in a very good spot at 6,500, but the guy I'm going with is going to be Bobby Portis. $5,000. Super, super cheap, man. I want to let you know this will be the last time you see Bobby Portis under 5K. So if I was you, try to have a little foresight and go ahead and plug in Bobby Portis. I think his minutes actually go up tonight. This will be his 4th game back. Beautiful matchup. Grant does not want the smoke with him. Neither does Pat for OKC. This will be a beautiful breakout game for Bobby Portis. So I want to make sure I have him. I want to go ahead and lock him up. Now, at center, we have 5 great options up top. It was very, very hard not playing some of these top dogs. Big Cat is in a beautiful spot. I told you I like that game a lot. These teams just played, actually, too, and it was a massive total. So I think we'll have more of the same in store. I think Big Cat is in a great spot. I like Blake Griffin taking on Milwaukee. One of my favorite guys, and I feel bad I cannot play him, is going to be Steven Adams, man. 6,900, kind of expensive, but this guy has big upside. And when he's taking on a young buck and Carter Jr., I think he can literally dominate. We know Westbrook will feed him the ball. I think he's a very, very safe play. I know everybody will be on Cancer. I like the play as well. I'm worried about the back-to-back a little bit just because the coach has a bit of a tendency to limit some of these minutes. But when you have no Robinson, I think Cantor's going to have to play the minutes. I think he will be chalky, man. I think this is the guy that a lot of people will lean on. I'm going to pass tonight, but I do think he's in a good spot. Now, the guy that I have for you is going to be Montrezl Harrell, another bench player, man. I got 2 bench players, possibly 3 in my lineup. A little bit scary. I understand that. A little bit scary, but I really love Montrezl Harrell in this spot. I don't know what to really say to try to convince you to play him, but I just think he's a beast. I think it's a very, very positive matchup. We're seeing his minutes uptick a little bit. He was sick for a while, so he was playing around 18 to 20 minutes. Last game, he played 26 minutes, and I think that will even increase. We know Gortat is not going to play big minutes. We know Boban is not going to play big minutes. Montrezl Harrell is the guy they use to close games, and he is a high-volume, high-energy player, and his price is way too cheap. Not super cheap. It's not like, like a super plug and play. It's not a free square. But to me, the production he's been giving us, he is way too cheap. So I want to go ahead and lock him in, man. That's going to do it for me. I'm wrapping it up, man. I got D Rose at the point guard, Chris Middleton, Namni Bjelica. We got my boy Bobby Portis. This is the last time you will see him at 5K, man. So go ahead and plug him in. And then Montrezl Harrell is too cheap, in my opinion. And then wrapping that up with Westbrook, we got 2 spots to fill. You got 5,600 left. Go ahead and make it work. That's going to do it for me. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. Post this video real quick. If y'all have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at DFSMasterMind. Leave a like, a comment, all that good stuff, man. Go ahead and subscribe to me. I know some of my older subscribers, I've been gone for a while, man. So people are starting to realize that I'm posting videos, man. I appreciate the love. Let's get to the GreenLine cash out. Gang.